Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We are the heartbeat and the pulse of the Tampa Bay community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly, and today we are actually featuring the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. Guests in our show today are business owners that have a long standing with the Chamber, and we're going to give you a chance to see what kind of businesses and all that are in your neighborhood right here in Oldsmar. We're going to introduce our very first guest, who I just happen to know from many years ago, so I'm trying to calm myself down here. It happens to be Connie Joe Russo. Welcome into the show today.
Thank you so much. I know I'm so happy to be here and so happy that I'm interviewing with you.
Oh,
That just makes my day. Because
me
you
too.
are just so special.
Oh, and you're special too. And,
So
and
thank
for,
you.
And for the purpose of what you're doing today, now
Yes, dear.
we've known each other since you were an owner of like 10 years with Gold's Gym, right?
That's correct.
So
yes.
you've branched out with your very own foundation, which is Superfit Kidz Foundation,
That's
founded
correct.
in 2008. So you've got history in the health and wellness arena.
Yes,
But
for
you're-
many years.
Many years.
Many years now, yes.
Aw.
And now because with business, I've always tried to do fundraising for especially children and different charities. That's why Superfit Kidz is just very near and dear to my heart. I'm very passionate about helping people and about helping our children and our families become happier, healthier, and just love this lifestyle.
I cannot wait to spread this in the neighborhood because I had no idea until just now. And I also love your web slogan, which is faith, family, fitness, and fun. And I know you're about all of that because I know you personally from many years ago. So let's talk about the Kidz program. It's a 501c3 charitable, and you're doing signature programs, so you come up with these programs, right?
That is correct.
So give
yes.
us an idea why we want to bring our children and our families to you here.
Yes, because I really do care about every single child that we have involved in our program and the parents. We try to educate our children and try to educate the parents to learn to love this healthy lifestyle. Because as we all know, we will all face obstacles in life, and the stronger that we are in life and these resources that we have will help us, guide us, and just help us succeed in everything that we do.
You know, that is quite a mouthful of wisdom in today's world, because you're so right. We have to be the leaders, and we need to lead by examples as parents, as grandparents, and this is the perfect way to do it because moms and dads are busy out there working sometimes more than one job. And so
That's
the
right.
kids are a lot of times on this, which is very sad, although
is.
some parents are proactive parents, conscious parents and all, and those are the ones that I bet are coming to you for help so that they have somewhere to go to implement your philosophies and really start these kids out on the right foot.
That's right. That's right. Because the whole premise behind Superfit Kidz is you are to be your own superhero in this world. So you are to gain all the necessary skills in order to be a fighter if you have anything that's going on in terms of a disease process in your body or anything, could be bullying that you have to go through school, or to, educate our children and to help them be more empathetic towards others. So we all do charity work as well. So we try to give back and try to teach our children that it's just not about us, it's about helping others.
And being involved in the community. How long have
Yes.
you been with the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber?
Oh, I love the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber.
We do
Yes,
too.
Yes. It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how have you engaged with them and they've engaged with you as far as helping out in the community with your
Oh.
wonderful program?
Oh, they help me out so much. Every event that I have, Wendy, Jerry, Mark, everybody is involved. They come out, they help me, and I just love all of them. They're absolutely wonderful, and I'm so thankful to be friends with them and to be involved in the chamber.
That is so exciting. So give me an example. Like you just hit home with something that I'm very passionate about as well. Well, first of all, health, wellness, because when you have your health and you're bringing up healthy children, it helps them deal with the everyday issues in the world, and there are plenty out there
Yes, there
in
are.
our schools. So many things have been going on out in the world today that a lot of us never dealt with, right?
That
We
is
felt
right.
safe going to school. I was never bullied. There's a lot of that bullying going on, and a lot of it as a result of the digital age, right? So
correct.
with your program, give me just a little taste on what you might be able to share with our viewers today. Where would somebody start? If I said, Connie, my son or my daughter, being picked on at school and stuff like that, how can you help me help them?
I get these calls all the time, and what I do is, because this is what we're trained to do, is we help the child deal with whatever social issues that they're dealing with, so that they are stronger and they are educated, they have a resource, so we all come together to help each other. And that's why I so love the fact that we are faith-based, because it is about our faith in God, number one, and then coming together as a family, because we are a Superfit Kids family. And of course the fitness component, and then we have to have fun.
Oh, yeah. That says a lot. It really says a lot. And I love the fact that you are faith-based, because when we have that foundation, that strong foundation, you have everything.
That's right.
And that's where it starts. And a lot of the kids today don't have that. So
That's lacking. That's
I'm
right.
wondering if you're introducing that for the first time with some of them.
Yes. Well, a lot of my programs that I run, it is under the Catholic schools, even though we go into the public schools as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, of course, I have freedom with that, with our faith. But that is an obstacle, which I'd like to break that obstacle, because it should be that we have God, every one of us, to have God in our life.
Thank you for saying that. Absolutely.
Yes.
What's a typical day for you?
A typical
Look at her
day
eyes
is all
light
day.
up.
Oh yeah, yes. I love what I do. So yeah, so every person that I come into contact with, and of course my children, I love. So it's a full day. I mean, I start first thing early in the morning with my own daughter, who's 14 years old now.
Oh my gosh.
And I know she's wonderful.
I bet.
That is just my angel. So I just adore her, and she and our children are a gift from God, and that's how I feel mine is, and all of yours, and that's why I really love, and I'm very passionate about what I do.
That's amazing. So you have a 14-year-old in today's
She's 14
times.
now. I know.
That's amazing. So, do you have a facility?
Yes,
Where?
that's correct.
Where?
The physical facility is off of Alternate 19.
Okay.
It's 1885 South Pinellas Avenue, Tarpon Springs, Florida, 34689.
You're right around the corner from me.
This is even
You
more
and I
exciting.
are going to get together.
Yeah, of course we are.
I just know
Yes,
this. I know
am
this.
so glad we
Thank
got
you, Jerry.
reunited. I know.
Thank you, Tampa Bay Multimedia and Upper Tampa Bay Chamber. This is
Yes.
so amazing. So walk me through with your 14-year-old daughter, and how that works for you and how it's helped her. Obviously, she's been in the program. If you started
Oh,
this,
she's been in the program since the beginning.
and is she involved in it to help
She's
the other
actually,
kids?
now she is one of my instructors who helps me.
I figured.
Exactly. I mean, she loves this as well. She's very athletic, because even as a little baby, when I was pregnant, I was working out. I started the Mommy and Me programs.
I remember that.
incorporated the daddies.
Yes.
Yes, we have full music CD that we had composed, with wonderful music for the children.
I remember that.
exercise videos.
I know.
And wonderful events, and now we'll be able to.
Oh my goodness. In fact, I
Yes,
think we
do more.
launched Baby's Breath over at Gold's Gym, if you remember, and we
Yes.
did a pilot over there.
Yes, we did.
And my husband has film from your gym way back then, still from him working out there.
See, this is, yes.
This was meant to be.
Meant to
I'm so
be.
excited.
Meant to be.
I tell you, I mean, we have a couple of minutes remaining. I just want to let you know that.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of turn it over to you to just share some of your passionate bullet points with our viewers, because I really want to expose this as much as we possibly can and push this out on social media. This is what we need in today's world. Do you agree? Go for it,
Yes.
Connie.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to have everyone, if you could please go to the website, www.superfitkids with a Z foundation.org. And you could look at the different programs that we run, the different events that we have. We'll be doing another big charity event coming September 26th, and it's going to be a more formal event, but we do after-school programs, and we are here to help you with your children, educate your children, educate you in terms of this wonderful, happy lifestyle.
Thank you for that. Now, just before the show, because we were hugging, we haven't seen each other in so long, I asked you about the age group. Is there a particular age group or no?
No. This is from little children, 3 years old, all the way up to, high school age. And then I do the adults programs as well.
So you have adults there?
Yes, we do have adults.
Because we're all super kids, right?
Exactly. We have the Superfit kids and we have the Superfit adults.
I love that. Well, we have to talk more about that, too. You must have a busy day. How many hours you put in a day? I bet it's endless. Endless.
All day.
But
all
it's not
day.
work, right?
I don't stop. No, because when you love what you do, that's when you get people the results, and it feels like it's like I love it.
You just make a gift of yourself,
yes,
and your program. No matter where you go, I just feel so good about talking with you about
I'm
this.
I'm so happy. Yes,
I know this
so
is
glad
great.
that,
Isn't this wonderful?
We're reunited here, so yes.
Well, the Superfit Kids program is something. It's just like ringing music to my ears because our kids are our future generations, and we need to set the example for them and show our own leadership qualities so they can learn those same leadership qualities based on a very strong foundation of faith. And I cannot thank you so much. I'm just about ready to just lose it here. You are awesome. Congratulations on all this.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be right back more from My Chamber TV.
Thank you.
everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We are the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, your host, and we are featuring the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce today with some great guests in the neighborhood here in Oldsmar. And it's going to be fun introducing our very next guest because this is a family-owned business after working in the business of 23 years, Mr. Jack Westenbarger. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
First time.
Yes,
How about
first
that? So you've actually been in the industry for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of history.
Cut my fingers off in an air conditioner when I was 5.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
Just following my daddy around, and he was working on it, and I did what he did, but it was on when I did it.
Oh my goodness.
So.
Well, you've survived that
Yes.
well.
Yes, been trying to get even ever since.
You have. So tell me about your business. I love the name Comfort All Stars.
Comfort All Stars is a air conditioning and electrical business. We do residential, a little bit of commercial, replacements, service. I ran a company here locally for 23 years, and I just decided I wanted to do it differently. I think the industry, the air conditioning industry, has gotten really questionable at times and very pricey, and we just wanted to build a model that honored God and took care of people and provided comfort to others.
Wow. That's really cool.
Thank
You know, I notice a lot of businesses. Have you run into businesses that are taking on the same philosophy and wanting to do things different? You gain the knowledge, but then you put your own spin, your own twist in it.
Absolutely.
Very good. Very good.
Trying to keep things affordable, so we're really watching our cost model. And also, my life is really about pouring my life into young men and young women. So I hire green people and train them and pour myself into them. I mean, before I came here, we had a Bible study before we have one every Wednesday morning with a group of young men, and I just want to. I tell people that if one of our core values is to grow together, so we want to teach them life skills, parenting skills, financial skills, budgeting, and if they turn out to be better air conditioning technicians and electricians, that's cool too. But I want them to be better men, better husbands, better wives, better mothers.
So, Jack, don't you feel that this is necessary to be successful in whatever you do in life?
Absolutely.
Is to have that balance?
You have to have that balance.
Yes.
It's, you have to invest in people.
Yes.
And then they're going to
Yes.
serve our clients well. If we
Yes.
serve them well,
Yes.
they'll serve our clients well and take really good care of our clients. And that's what happened over the past year and a half. We have exploded in size and now have 16 members working for us, and it's all been through word of mouth. We have not spent any traditional marketing dollars. We've just done it through getting involved in the chambers, I tell people as we go out and hug babies and kiss dogs and just get out in the grassroots. I liken it to, I think that's how Jesus would have built a business.
I love you.
And just go out there and talk to people, love on them, take care of them, and then they'll tell others.
This is a really good story.
Thank
I
you.
love to hear this. I bet you have no problem hiring people.
We do not. I have a long list of people that I've invested in over the years that call me all the time. Are you ready for me yet? Are you ready? Can you take on another person? And so.
Oh my goodness.
But we try and pick the right people. I want good people. I can air conditioning and electrical. We have a small handyman division. I can teach that stuff. I love to teach that stuff. But teaching people to be good people and good character and have integrity and honesty, you've got to find the right people to invest in.
You know, not for nothing, that's not a sales pitch. That's coming from your heart. And I think today people are looking for business owners, chambers, friends, and building relationships coming from one heart to the other. And there's no reason why that can't be done in business. You've clearly proven that. In your past, where you were working before, not to give any names or anything like that, but what did you find that was missing in that you decided to flip over in your own business and change?
Well, we really missed, we put profit in front of people. And I'm not proud of that because I didn't always live the life I live today. But we were chasing victims per se, and chasing advertising and trying to get the big sales. And it didn't matter if I ran my guys to 11, 12 o'clock at night and they didn't see their families and drive all over town, and I just didn't want to do that. Our model is very unique. We plan to plant 5 locations over the next 5 years so that we never drive more than a 20 or 30 minute radius from our office. So our people aren't the typical air conditioning company. The guys come in the office and they might drive 45 minutes away to do a job.
That's
and
right.
then spend all day in a hot attic and then have to fight the traffic back over the bridge for 45 minutes to an hour to take their truck back to the office and then finally get home to see their families. And I just didn't want to run a business like that. So we try and keep it very close, very community based. we're looking to plant a location in Hudson in April. So that we can do the same thing, just same thing we did with this footprint, just a small model, just so we travel in a neighborhood, and our
Yes.
guys aren't wore out by the time they get there and then have to come back and do it again tomorrow.
Right, and that just affects your spirit, your soul, your driving force, and it just becomes a job.
Yep, and all they feel like is they're just here to, I want my
This.
I want my team's heart, not their hands. If I
See,
can get their heart, then they will take care of our clients and they'll be passionate about it. But if I can buy hands, and I don't want to do that anymore. I did
Right.
it for 23 years of my life. I just bought services from people, and you can find if you were willing to pay enough, you get another person, and that's not how we want to operate the business we've built.
gosh, do you go around doing speaker events?
That's my big aim. My big aim is I also own the trademark for a phrase, "In Jesus' name I work." And I want to go around and teach people you can work for a higher purpose. It isn't just about a paycheck. And you can work unto Christ, which is our ultimate judge and jury. And if we can do our work to them, if I can please him, I'll definitely please you as a client. And so I am a certified speaker with John Maxwell team, because
Very good.
that's my long-range goal, is to go out and tell people you can build a business differently.
Yes.
You can do it with different principles and different values, and you can still grow and you can still be profitable, because you need to be able to take care of people and to be able to take care of your team members and my family and my grandkids.
Exactly, and you can go to bed at night and wake up in the morning and look in that
Absolutely.
mirror at yourself and smile.
And so can all my team members, and they know that we're just going to do the right thing. We're going to treat, our mission is to provide comfort to those in need, whether it's a vendor, a client, just the community at large. And we believe that we serve the God of comfort, and so it's our job to provide comfort. And that we talk about it all the time. That's not just in fixing an air conditioner or making their electricity work. It's how did they feel about the process? Did they feel like they were pressured into something, or did they feel comfortable with the overall process? Did they feel comfortable with the choices we gave them to solve their challenges, or did they feel high pressure? I think we've all had that feeling where your air conditioner's broke or something major, car's broke, and you're just being pressured into doing something, and you don't know what's really wrong with it. You just want your house cool again, or you want your car to run again. And I don't want my clients to ever feel that way, that there was something in it for the technician, and that's why he was pushing the product or service onto them.
Well, you're looking at one that has been there, not quite done it, but
Came
felt
close.
that
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah.
And innately, what's so hard about doing the right thing? Come on, isn't that what we should be doing on a regular basis?
Naturally, we should choose to do that.
Exactly. And I can't even tell you how many air conditioner people that have come out to our house, or car repairs, and then the same old drill, and you're being taken advantage
The
of.
unfortunate part is in Florida. See, I came from Ohio, and when I was in Ohio, I got my license very young. I was the youngest licensed journeyman in Ohio because the little lady at the licensing board gave me my apprenticeship license when I was 13. And so I had my 4 years in by the time I was 17. But every aspect, you can't go out and work on an air conditioner unless you've got certain experience, certain licensing. In Florida, I'm the only one who has to carry a license. So a lot of these companies can hire what they call salesmen in disguise. It might have been a window or door salesman or a car salesman last week, and they teach them basic maintenance, and their job is to just go out there and sell. That's why you call a lot of places, and the first question you're going to get asked is, how old's your air conditioner? And they sell it on the pretense that so we can send the right technician to your house. But chances are, if you tell them it's 3 years old, you'll get a good technician. If you tell them it's 9 years old, you're probably going to get someone that's best skill set is communication.
That's a good tip. You guys hear that? You need to call Jack. I will definitely call you.
Thank you.
I can just tell you're doing your business from your heart. You're in a fantastic chamber with the Upper Tampa Bay
They
Chamber.
are amazing. It's the first thing we did was join the chamber. When we decided we were going to do it, we wanted to plant the first location in Oldsmar. And we're right at Racetrack in Hillsborough in the United Business Complex. And we wanted to plant there. And we joined the chamber because I wanted to do it differently. I've never done it this way. I never built a business, and I've built a couple large businesses, and I never did it through networking or relations. It was always through $1 million TV advertising budgets, and just go out there and hit a lot of eyeballs and have the right offer, and people will call. And when we did it, we sat down and talked to people and said, we just want to do this differently. And I'm not saying we won't, we do some Google advertising and stuff like that, because people search that way, and we want to be found.
Yes.
But our primary is our team going out there in the community and talking to people and loving on them and being involved in as many chamber events as we can, and just being out there with the people. And then just things like the Nextdoor app has just been amazing, because people love us, and then they recommend us.
Yeah.
And we got 2 calls yesterday that we didn't do anything for. Somebody just went on Nextdoor and said, "Hey, I need an air conditioning person," and another client recommended us, and they call us. So.
And that the word of mouth is the best way.
Absolutely.
And the way you're doing your business is so heartfelt. People are over all this nonsense that some of the business owners are out there and really taking advantage of people. And I have many friends, many senior citizens that I don't know, you want to come out and tell me I need new copper piping in my air conditioner? You think I'm going to question you?
Right.
That happened to me, and I don't think it should have happened.
Probably not.
So I'm definitely going to call you, Jack. This is so exciting. So you'll want to get a hold of Jack, and I think from what you're hearing here, you're probably sold, and I don't mean SOLD. I mean SOULED, because you have the right heart and the right purpose, and I think you're going to be even more successful for 2020 because you have a laser beam focus on what your purpose is, what your driving force is, and the end results are going to reward you as well as our Heavenly Father, and as well as you. And I hope that you will give him a call. If you're having issues with your air conditioning, give me real quickly in the last 20 seconds, what is your radius in our community?
We go all the way to Tarpon Springs that way.
That's me.
Town and Country, West Chase. It's basically 30 minutes from our central location in Oldsmar, so we can get to Tarpon Springs. That's why we're open to Hudson, because Hudson will give us a reach up into Spring Hill without additional travel time.
Oh, that's perfect. I see you eventually going everywhere. You've just got the right everything. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. We'll be back in just a minute. Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We are the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm Barbara Marville, your host, and we are here in Oldsmar, and we're featuring the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce and the business owners that are doing some fantastic work in the community and offering some great services. With me right now happens to be Amanda Catalano. Or Catalano, whichever you want to say, right?
Yeah, either way.
And you have the salad station.
Yes.
That I love the name of that. It sounds so inviting just from the name of the business. Tell us what's so special about it.
So our concept is very different than most restaurants. A lot of places you're going to go in and order whatever's on their menu. But for us, everything is self-served by the pound. So we have over 100 toppings. Our guests come in, pick whatever bowl they'd like, whether they're eating in or taking to go. Put whatever you want on your plate, and then you're going to pay by the pound when you get to the register. So everything is controlled by you. Every ingredient is placed in your bowl with a purpose by you. So no upcharges for any type of proteins or avocado or seafoods or anything like that. All the same price, all by the pound. So.
I love the sounds of that because I am the restaurant's worst nightmare.
And so
okay?
am I. I totally understand.
I completely refigure whatever's there, and my husband sits there and goes, "Oh, he's very."
Sometimes it's kind of embarrassing to say I want extra this and know this and
I
modify everything.
know.
I'm on this diet and I can't eat this, or I have an allergy to this. But this way you don't have to tell anyone. You just do it yourself.
And the fact that there's no upcharge.
Exactly.
Because usually if you add a meat or fish or shrimp or whatever,
$2
there's
or
an
$3
upcharge, and you
extra,
end up
right?
paying $20 for something that could
Exactly.
be probably half that price. I bet that
Right.
does very well.
It does, yeah. I mean, if you want to load your plate full of avocado and that's what you want to have for lunch, go for it. The only thing you have to remember is different things weigh different amounts, so you kind of have to keep that in mind when you're, headed to the register, how much poundage you have on there. But other
Right.
than that, it's all controlled by you. Put whatever you want. We also have 5 soups every day and a baked potato bar. So some hot stuff for the guys as
no.
well. We have a lot of couples that like the ladies like to eat the salad, the guys like to eat the hot. So we have a little bit of both.
That's
And
great.
the soup and potatoes are all by the pound as well.
So give us an idea of what kind of soups you have and what kind of gourmet potatoes.
So every day we have our loaded baked potato soup, our homemade chili, and our broccoli and cheese. And then every other day we have a soup of the day. So every day it changes for that one. On Fridays we have a crawfish and pepper jack soup. That one is
Ooh.
amazing. Definitely my favorite one. Our concept started in Louisiana, so we still have a few of those Cajun influences. Our shrimp is like a Cajun seasoned shrimp. A few different things here and there that we kind of throw in there. And then we also have a gourmet hot bar every day with like a meal of the day. Some days we do pulled pork. Some days we do chicken parmesan. So there's always a meal of the day there, a hot meal of the day as well.
And that's throughout the entire year.
Yep.
Oh,
All year
that's
long,
nice.
All by the pound. So if you want to get one little piece of hot chicken to go with your salad, you can do that. If you want to come in and make a dinner salad to go with whatever you're cooking at home that night, you can do that too. Super customizable. We have some guests who come in and grab just their toppings for pizza night. If they're having pizza at home, they're making your own pizzas at home. You don't want to do the prep work and buy a huge bag of pepperoni. We'll do it for you. Just come in and grab your ingredients. You can make whatever you're doing at home. So you have lots of options.
So are your meats like chicken, for example, are they already seasoned or are they just plain?
Most of our ingredients are plain. A few things are seasoned. The chicken that we have is just a house seasoning we put on it. It's a baked chicken, so it is simple, some seasoning to it. But for the most part, our ingredients are just as they are, so then you can kind of customize it yourself. We have like a house seasoning in the store. We have over 30 dressings, so you have lots of options for whatever you want it to taste like. So most of the stuff is pretty plain so that you can control what goes on it.
Wow. So did you say you have over 30
Yeah, we
dressings?
have about 30 dressings, yeah.
So you have to have some customized dressings, right?
Yeah, we do. We have 3 house dressings. Our house peppercorns, like Vidalia and onion peppercorn dressing.
Ooh.
So good. Also carry our Hanley's avocado dressing. It's like an avocado vinaigrette. And our Sensation dressing as well is similar to like an Italian, but like a very robust, creamy Italian, super good.
Wow.
Those are our 3 house ones, and we carry 4 different kinds of ranch every day. We have an avocado ranch, a spicy ranch, a light ranch, and our homemade ranch are all homemade for those. Tons of dressings.
My
Lots of
goodness.
options. We have a lot of stuff.
This is great. And so is it a buffet style or sit
Yeah, so
down or?
It is buffet style,
Uh-huh.
quick service. So I tend to use the word self-serve instead of buffet, but it is similar to that style, yeah. So the guest just comes in, you either pick your dine-in bowl or a couple of different options for a to-go bowl, and just make your way around the store, and whatever looks good to you that day is what you put in your plate.
Well, the reason why I was asking how you serve, I like that soft serve. Yeah, buffet is kind of like old school or whatever.
Yeah, and buffet kind of tends to say like all you can eat, not all you can eat.
Oh,
It's a little
yeah,
different than
yeah,
what we're kind
yeah.
of marketing to.
Well, if you were serving tables, I'm thinking if you had to spiel off over 30
no.
dressings, I'm
No,
going,
no.
it'll take you forever to get an order.
Everything is there on the bar for you, so you can kind of peruse. We have some sample cups that you can taste anything you want as you go
Really?
around, but you don't have to commit to it before it goes into your plate.
I like that. So can we give a little price per pound, or is it going to vary,
So,
depend?
No, our salad bar is $8.09 per pound. And then our
Oh.
hot bar is $6.49 per pound. So just two different prices on the hot and cold. Other than that,
That's very
that's all
reasonable.
it comes down to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make a decent sized salad for about a pound. Keep yours. Our average check's around $10, including drinks. So, depends on how hungry you are that day, but you can keep it a relatively good price for sure.
That's exciting. Now you've just opened up with your family.
Yeah, in May of 2019, so not quite a year yet.
And so did you join the chamber right away?
Yeah, we did.
So
Yeah,
how's
we
that
did
been
our
working for
ribbon
you?
Cutting and everything with the chamber.
Yeah?
Good. Very good. Very active chamber, so it's
they
worked out really well.
I bet it's bringing you a lot of business.
Yeah, for sure. Our chamber members are in there all the time as well.
So how did you get involved with your family?
So my family owns a business as well. They own an IT business, so a little bit of a different area, but their business is in Louisiana. That's where our concept is from. That's where I grew up. So we fell in love with the concept from being customers first. I'm a picky eater. My mom's a picky eater, and I hate to be that person that's so picky in a store.
Like I am.
I'm the same way, so I understand. I hate this. I want extra this, and I hate to do that to people from working in the industry my whole life. I also hate when customers come in and do that to me. So this way, you don't have to do it at all.
Oh, so you were on
everything.
the other side there.
Oh, I've been in the industry my whole life. That's the only thing I've ever done is restaurants. My parents have done IT their whole life.
Oh, my
And I've done
goodness.
restaurants, so we kind of came together to open this one.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. What's your favorite thing over there? What's your favorites?
I love our crawfish pepper jack soup. That's the one that I always tell people about. So that one's definitely my recommendation. I love to watch guests make their salads just because everyone's salad is so very different. I love our house peppercorn dressing, but every time I make a salad myself is different every time. There's so many choices, so every time that you make something, it's going to come out a little bit different. I see people make salads over the top of a baked potato. People do the most interesting things with their food. I'm always paying attention for new ideas because it changes every time I make my own food. It changes every time because you have so many options.
That is exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't sound boring at all. A lot of the chain restaurants that you go into, you see the same menu over
Right,
and over and over. And sometimes we're a little bit afraid to try something new, so we get the same
Right.
thing over and over. But
You can come in 6 days a week. We're not open on Sundays, but you can come in 6 days a week and make something different every single day.
yes.
So that's
And
nice.
I think it's going to take you throughout the whole year. I mean, there's so
Yep.
many different
There
combinations,
are
right?
so many combinations that, it's endless really, because you can put anything from the salad bar on top of your baked potato and mix and match anything. So there's endless possibilities really.
Oh, that
Whatever
is
you
great.
imagine on your plate, it's there for you to make it.
And imagination is the key to creativity. And when it comes to food, and you know what? If you are picky fussy like we are about our foods, and when it comes time to placing your order and it takes you 5-10 minutes to figure out what you want and see what you can get and what you can't get and what you have to pay extra for,
Right,
right?
exactly.
Right?
Yep.
This was your wheelhouse for
Yep.
many, many years. You need to check out the Salad Station. Amanda, this is very exciting. I know we have a few minutes remaining. I'm trying to think, what else can I ask you about? I want to go there right now. Where are you located?
So we are on Hillsborough, near Racetrack Road, near that little intersection there. There's a Lowe's right behind us, so that kind of helps. But yeah, right there on Hillsborough, in front of that Lowe's on Racetrack Road.
And the hours that you're open?
11 to 8:30, Monday through Saturday.
Monday. Those are good hours.
Yep.
You're covering a really good crowd. You've
Yeah,
got
for
the
sure.
brunch, lunch, right? And then the dinner, and then some.
And we're also on a few delivery services as well. So Uber Eats, Bite Squad, and DoorDash. So if you don't want to leave the office, you can always order on one of those services as well, and they'll bring it to you. On those, it's a little bit different because we have a little bit of a set menu there, but you still get to choose all your toppings. We'll make it for you, but you either have a choice of a 6-topping salad or a 10-topping salad. Soups, baked potatoes are all out there as well.
All right, I already have a special custom request for you.
What's that?
Do you put the salad dressing on the side?
For the to-go ones, yes, we do. It always stays on the side, yeah.
I know that was a crazy question to ask, but I had to do it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it matters because you have the option in the store when you're making your salad for that as well. You can put it on the side or you can put it right on top. So you have that choice. We also, I forgot to mention, do wraps as well. So you can come in and
Oh.
put everything in your bowl and hand it to us and we'll turn it into a wrap for you.
Really?
You can build your own wrap. Yep.
So
Got
what kind of
lots
wrap?
choices.
What are the wraps that you have?
So we've got a spinach wrap, tomato basil wrap, and wheat. So you put everything in your bowl and hand it to us and say, hey, I want this to be a spinach wrap. And that's it. We'll turn it into a wrap for you.
And you just pay extra for the wrap?
No, you don't pay anything extra. It's just all by the pound. So once we wrap it, it goes into the scale.
Oh, that's right.
So you're just going to pay a little bit extra for the weight of the wrap, but very, very small amount.
So you have everything there.
We try.
Do you have desserts?
We do have cookies, and then every Friday we make a fruit cobbler as well on our hot bar.
Oh my, different flavored?
Yeah, we'll mix it up. A lot of times we do like a pineapple strawberry one, sometimes a peach cobbler, but different cobblers on the hot bar every Friday.
Okay, so we just have about a minute and a few seconds remaining. Let's talk about what it is per pound, the price once again.
$8.09 per pound on the salad bar.
Okay.
And then our hot bar is $6.49 per pound.
That is exciting.
And catering, I forgot to mention catering as well.
Oh, tell us
We do a
about
salad
that.
bar to go. So you'll pick 14 toppings, your 2 greens, and then we'll come and deliver it to you and set it up. So wherever your event is, your guests still get to choose everything that goes on their plate. It's like a mini salad bar that comes to you. So it's like a mini version of what we do in the store.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It takes a lot chopping up and chopping up and cooking the meats, the
Yep.
chickens, the
It's a
shrimp,
lot
and all
prep
of
work
that.
that goes into it. And we'll do all
Yes.
that for you. Take all the work out of the way for you.
Now, do you have did I already ask you this? Do you have a certain radius of where you go, where you deliver?
Pretty much anywhere in the Tampa Bay area. We've gone all the way to St. Pete, which is like 30 miles from our store, so we'll pretty much deliver anywhere.
So you must, how do you keep everything fresh and cool?
We have a ton of refrigeration and tons of processes with rotation and making sure that everything is staying super fresh. We have 2 to 3 deliveries a week, so everything is pretty much prepped daily. We leave everything whole so we can cut it on a daily basis.
Awesome. Well, you're a delight, Amanda. Thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show
you.
today. So you have to check out the salad station. I know I'm going to go. It's right up the street. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with My Chamber TV. Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We are the heartbeat and the pulse of the Tampa Bay community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us as we feature the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. Our last and final guest in the show happens to be Britney Grunts, who is membership director here. I cannot wait to hear what she has to say about this community. It is huge. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you with us.
I'm excited to be here.
And I have to give you credit for helping to move furniture into the set here today. It's pretty amazing. You got muscles, girl.
I get to skip the gym for today, so I'm okay with that.
There you go. There you go. So how long have you been with Eastlake Woodlands Country Club?
So I've been here for just over a year and a half. I moved to the Tampa area for this country club, and I have to say from day one of being here, it was so welcoming. the team, the members, being someone new to the area, not familiar with Tampa Bay at all, it was an amazing place to start out at that just welcomed me with open arms. So it was great.
That's so nice to feel that way, right? Yes. So as membership director, is this something you've always done elsewhere, or was this your first position, or tell me about how you got involved here.
Thank you. So I've always been in sales. I started out with a marketing path, and sitting at a desk is not something for me. So sales was the way to go for me because it allowed me to be up and in front and engaging with people, which is what I absolutely love. And then throughout college, I got introduced to the country club atmosphere, and that's where I truly found my passion, being able to welcome people into the country club community, enjoying golf, the recreation. I'm lucky enough to have a job that when people come to see me, they're excited to be here. This is their free time, this is their leisure, and they're really happy to be here. So that's how I ended up in my sales path that brought me along the way to East Lake Woodlands here.
That's exciting. That sounds so much fun, especially when you can have fun with your members. And are you involved with your event planner as well, as far as taking them around for tours to see what kind of events are going on?
Absolutely. So I work closely with my member relations director, which her main focus is planning all of our member events. So we work together. There are some events that I'll plan. The majority of the events, though, she plans, and bless her heart, she keeps our event calendar packed full. We have monthly speaker series where we'll invite out speakers. We have a gentleman coming up that's going to be bringing in birds and talking about the birds of Tampa Bay.
Really?
Yes, we're very excited for that. And all of our members get to attend those complimentary. And so they really enjoy coming out and just learning something different. And they go downstairs, they have dinner, and then they come up and they enjoy a speaker. We also, last night we had a Yoga Uncorked complimentary yoga class where there was complimentary wine afterwards. So it was a fun way
Oh, that sounds like a good mix.
There you go.
Yoga and wine.
Yes. You can never go wrong if you throw a little wine in
That's
with it.
right. That's right.
And so a lot of those items she plans throughout the month. And then she also helps to lead all of our clubs within a club. So we have a book club, a photography club, an art club. And so all of those are other ways that our members get connected with one another. And our member relations director also helps to coordinate them and help them with their events. So we have a member art show coming up where all of our artistic members will get to showcase their items and even sell them. So
that is exciting. That's why I wanted to ask you about your event planner and what kind of events you have here, because I would think that that would be a perfect invitation for getting new members in.
Absolutely. So we do 2 open house events a year that are open to the neighborhood, and that is our Easter event. We do a big Easter egg hunt. It's a party over at our pool area. So we have our Crossroads Cafe over there. It's a full-service cafe and bar that's right next to both of our pools, and we have a big DJ out there. It's an absolute blast. And then for Halloween, right in this space, we do a very large Halloween party. We do we call it Scary Hallways, so the little kids can get in there and enjoy it. It's nothing too scary. And then again, we have a DJ, we have pumpkin decorating, and those are our 2 big events that are open to the public.
That's great.
And then outside of that, majority of our member-related events are for members only, as well as their guests that they're always welcome to invite up.
That is so exciting, and this is quite a large community. How many members do you have here?
So we have about 1,100 memberships.
Ooh, nice. That's very nice.
We are definitely booming, so it's a phenomenal place to be. And I tell you, there's something for every individual, no matter your age, interest, demographic, whatever it may be. There's a niche for you here. With that 1,100 memberships, you have to think that's just the membership. That doesn't include spouses and dependents. So our membership count is actually much higher. So there's bound to be somebody for you to be with here.
We were talking on a personal level because my son lives here in East Lake Woodlands, and I wanted to ask you about the memberships, and it's for the household.
Correct.
So can you explain that a little bit?
So all of our membership pricing is based on the household. So you hear a lot of people throw around terms of individual and family and things like that, and it just starts to murky the water. And
yes.
It gets confusing. So we like to make it very simple. It's based on the household. So all of our memberships include spouses and then dependents up until the age of 23. So even when you have that child that goes away to college and is just here on the summer breaks, they can still come up on those summer breaks and use, the gym and the pool pool and things along those lines. And it just makes it very simplistic for people, and they don't have to start thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be more if I have more children, or, if I get married, whatever that may be. You don't have to worry about those kinds of extra costs.
Because those are things that when people are thinking of moving into a community, they want to know what the HOA fees are, they want to know what the country club fees are, the golf, the whole 9 yards. So I really, really like that it covers the household. So is there a limit on the children? I mean, I'm thinking that, no, so if they have 10 kids, that includes them all?
That includes them all. And it's so funny, our application has space for 3 kids, and every now and then I'll have somebody signing up and they'll go, yeah, I have 6 kids. And I go, okay, we're going to need some extra space on this one.
Yeah.
And to your point of people moving into the area, we work really closely with our local realtors. We have a lot of different specials for them, and we always invite them out here because it helps them. The more knowledge that they have about the club here, it helps the home value in our community as well as surrounding areas, as well as helps them find their buyer the perfect place to be.
Yes.
So all of our realtors we're really close with, and we always invite them to come in for lunch, bring their clients here, stop by. We love our realtors here.
Well, that's good. That's very helpful. And in case you haven't noticed how lovely it is behind us here, and we actually, the golfers are out here, we got the ponds, nature at its breathtaking best, I will tell you that. And the whole community is amazing. And I love the fact that you said that it's so welcoming, and this isn't a job for you. This is too fun.
No, it's an absolute blast. I'm lucky. So many of my members will joke. They go, do you ever go home? And I said, why would I? I'm partying with you. I don't know what you're talking. No, I love it. It's a really great place to be. And to speak about, so behind us is our practice facility, which we're lucky to have the largest in the Tampa Bay market. So
oh, really?
Yes, we have 2 driving ranges and our large putting surface here, as well as an elevated putting surface with accompanying sand trap to help on the short game. So that's what's giving you this beautiful view is that large practice area.
That explains it all. You mentioned something earlier on in our conversation about some niche type events. Was that like the yoga that you were referring to?
Correct.
Okay.
So just everybody looking for their little area. We receive a lot of people here that are looking to meet people. And so ways that we help you get connected is we have you tell us all about your interests. It's part of our enrollment process. And then we connect you with somebody that's attending those events. So for example, at the Yoga Uncorked, we had a special person who said, I love meeting new people. And so it was on the advertisement. If you're coming to this event and you don't know somebody, let us know. And as soon as you arrive, we come and we take you over to Jordan and we say, hey, this is Jordan. And she goes, oh my gosh, sit next to me, and those kinds of things. And we do the same with our book club. We do the same with our trivia nights, all of those different items, so that if you are a new person or a new couple in the area and you're just kind of like, oh, we don't know how to meet people, we take away that awkward. And we're going to introduce you to somebody. And that way it creates that buddy system so you're not the Lone Ranger out there.
That's nice. That's really nice. You've got a plan. What do you think about the influx of the people moving here?
Oh, we love it.
The market is crazy good, isn't it?
Yes. Speaking of real estate in the area, I was just having a conversation with someone. And the homes here, I mean, by the time they hit the market, they're off the market. Yep. Which just shows, I mean, it is a booming area to be a part of. Our schools in the area are phenomenal. And then, of course, we always have our lovely snowbirds.
I know, exactly. I do have a question on membership now, because some of the communities open it up to the public.
Correct.
Do you have that here, or is it just strictly the members or the residents that live here?
So we're a fully private facility, and we're a separate entity from the neighborhood.
Okay.
So you don't have to live within the gates of East Lake Woodlands to become a member here, and you don't have living here within the gates does not automatically make you a member.
Right.
We are 2 different separate entities. And our property is fully private. So to use our restaurant, gym, anything like that, you either have to be a member or be a guest of a member. So it does have that exclusivity to it.
Okay. I just wanted to ask that question because I know you're thinking that question and I'm reading your mind. So that's good. Anything else you can share? I mean, we could probably sit here and talk all day about East Lake Woodlands, right? And the country club and the atmosphere. I've actually been to several events here, and you guys just do a phenomenal job, and it's a good reason to become a member if you do live at East Lake Woodlands, and test it out, check it out. I mean, you can just see. I feel like I'm at a resort.
It feels like that. Every time I pull into work, it feels like I'm walking into a resort space.
Isn't that a good feeling? And
Yes.
You fit the bill perfectly. You've got a great personality. And I want to thank you for coming on and speaking about East Lake Woodlands Country Club. It's great to have you with us to share all the amenities of living in a really lovely community. And hey, if you guys are looking for a new home, a new community, this has it all. And I'd recommend, if you already live here, because I know you're going to be seeing the show from time to time because we push this out to the neighborhood social media and the like. So I just want to thank you for joining us today and pulling everything together. And you've got a pass for the gym today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you are a lovely host. So really, thank you for having us here.
And thank you for joining us on My Chamber TV. We'll see you again soon.